Hey everyone, my name is David, and this video is about my experience getting a tonsillectomy to treat my obstructive sleep apnea. The short answer for those of you wondering is that I am almost certain I no longer have sleep apnea post-tonsillectomy, but I don't know if the change is permanent. It's only been 10 days since I got the surgery, so I'm going to do a sleep study in about 6 months to confirm. In this short video, I want to talk about three things. The first is my sleep apnea. The second is the tonsillectomy. And the third is my recovery from tonsillectomy. So number one, my sleep apnea. When I was about 24, I did a sleep study and learned I had obstructive sleep apnea. And for the next 8 years, I treated my sleep apnea using CPAP. I had moderate sleep apnea, so my pressure setting, I think, was about a 6. And I used the CPAP machine, I would say, 99% of the time. So my compliance was very good. I had no difficulty using the machine, but after 8 years, I was interested in exploring other options. So I asked my sleep doctor to refer me to an ear, nose, and throat specialist because I had come across some articles on the internet that talked about tonsillectomy as a means of treating sleep apnea. That brings me to the second thing I want to talk about, which is the tonsillectomy procedure. So I went to see the ENT. She looked at my tonsils and said, "Wow, they're big." She said, "I'm not going to make any promises, but I think your tonsils are causing, or at least contributing to your sleep apnea, and I think you should take them out." So I said, "Great, take them out." I saw the ENT in December, and the surgery was done a few months later in February. So pretty quick turnaround. Which brings me to the third thing I want to talk about, which is my recovery from tonsillectomy. So it's now been 10 days since my tonsillectomy. The first few days were fine. I slept a lot. I watched a lot of Netflix, ate soup, and I drank a lot of these meal substitute drinks called Ensure. I waited for them to go on sale before my surgery, and I bought a few cases. But don't buy too much because you could get tired of them as I did. Also ate a lot of popsicles. Obviously very important to stay hydrated, so I set my alarm to wake up every 4 hours to hydrate and take my pain meds. And by doing that, I was able to keep the pain down to about a 5 out of 10 for the first few days. Days 4 to 7 were more painful, but still manageable. I think it's important to try and get the strongest pain medication possible. So what I did was I said to the surgeon, "Look, I'm very concerned about the pain I know I'm going to have post-surgery. I'm hoping you'll give me the strongest pain meds that you think are warranted for a procedure like this." So that's how I framed it. And I was really lucky. My surgeon right away gave me Percocets, which I was very happy about. Because Percocets have oxycodone, which is a very effective opioid. So for days 4 to 7, I was able to keep the pain down to about a 7 out of 10 with the Percocets, 0 being no pain, 10 being the most pain. At one point, the pain spiked to about a 7.5 or an 8, and so I decided to take, in addition to a Percocet, some cannabis-infused chocolate. Now, using cannabis to treat pain post-tonsillectomy in combination with Percocets or any other pain medication is unproven. It's untested and it's not recommended by doctors. But I did it anyways. And for me, it worked. I felt good, and I basically just fell asleep. Obviously not recommending you try it, but did want to let you know my experience. So I felt a lot better. Days 8 and 9, I was eating soft foods, leaving the house to run short errands, Today is day 10. I'm almost 100%. It's a Sunday. I could probably go back to work tomorrow if I had to. So, do I still have sleep apnea post-tonsillectomy? As I said at the start, I'm almost certain I don't, but I need a sleep study to confirm that. I have stopped using the CPAP machine and I feel great, 100%. So we'll see. I hope the change is permanent, but I'm going to do a sleep study in about 6 months to to see if it is. And maybe I'll do an update video then.